Rory McIlroy makes the difficult look effortless. He has broken records and captured the hearts of many. He seemed to have figured out the secret to success. Yet behind this storied career lies a tale of secrets that could change his legacy forever.
Is taking a short break to prepare a lawsuit.
Rory McIlroy has dominated many tournaments, and his near-perfect game has made the world's best golfers look like amateurs. But behind this storied career lies a series of struggles and setbacks that only a few know about. Today, we will discover what Rory has kept hidden from his fans all these years. In June 2011, Rory McIlroy competed in the U.S. Open at the Congressional Country Club in Bethesda, Maryland. He dominated the tournament from start to finish, reaching an astonishing 13 under par after the second round. By the end of the third round, McIlroy had extended his lead to 14 under par. With an impressive 8-stroke advantage heading into the final round, he closed with a remarkable score of 69. This set a new 72-hole aggregate record of 268. He outclassed the entire field and claimed his first major title. This win set the stage for the spectacular career that lay ahead. Rory Dale McIlroy was born on 4th May 1989 in Holywood, Northern Ireland. He was the only child of Rosie MacDonald and Jerry McIlroy. McIlroy was introduced to golf at a very young age. When he was just 2, his parents gave him plastic clubs to play. He amazed everyone when he hit 40-yard drives at such a young age. Rory used to hit the ball so hard that he eventually broke those plastic clubs. McIlroy once got a golf club as a present, and he loved it so much that he took it to bed and fell asleep with it. Everyone praised this young talent, and his parents supported him from the start. They started working multiple jobs and extra shifts to fund his training. When he was 7, Holywood Golf Club changed its membership rules to allow Rory to become their youngest ever member. A couple of years later, he traveled to Miami to play in the 1998 Doral Junior Under-10 World Championship and won it. At 15, McIlroy was part of the 2004 Junior Ryder Cup team that defeated the USA on their home soil. Rory became the youngest ever winner of the Irish Close Championship. McIlroy won many amateur tournaments and topped amateur golf rankings before turning professional. He won many titles and awards in his career, including 4 major championship titles and 3 FedEx Cups. McIlroy broke many records and became the youngest player to reach $10 million in earnings. But behind this record-breaking career, he kept many things hidden from his fans. Why did he need to keep things private? Today, we will be finding the things that McIlroy kept away from the spotlight all those years. We will be revealing the hidden lives of your favorite players in our coming videos. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on those. And let's get started with Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy is one of the biggest names in golf today. Yet in his career, he has found himself at the center of many controversies. As McIlroy's fame grew, various brands recognized his potential as a powerful marketing asset. Nike was one of the few brands that reached out to him and were able to sign a $200 million deal for 10 years. This was one of the biggest deals in golf history. In addition to Nike apparel, the deal included golf equipment as well. Nike had managed to secure one of the biggest names in sports for marketing. However, as this deal was being finalized, a lawsuit emerged involving McIlroy. Rory McIlroy was already under another contract when he negotiated with Nike. In 2010, the prominent clothing and eyewear brand Oakley approached him with an endorsement offer. McIlroy ultimately signed a 2-year contract with Oakley from January 1, 2011 to December 31, 2012. This deal got in the way of Nike. The Oakley contract had a clause, right of first refusal. This clause required McIlroy to provide Oakley a right of first refusal anytime he would receive an offer. Because the Oakley contract had not yet expired, it created problems for McIlroy. Taking advantage of this situation, Oakley filed a lawsuit against McIlroy, alleging that he had breached his contract. Oakley claimed they had offered him a $60 million deal to extend their partnership, but McIlroy was instead pursuing a deal with Nike. They argued that McIlroy's decision caused irreparable damage to their company. They had reportedly spent over $300,000 on the products that McIlroy would have endorsed, but that didn't happen. This legal battle drew huge attention from golf fans and the media. People wanted to know what would happen to their beloved sports star. Ultimately, the case was settled in December 2013, as Oakley's claims lacked sufficient legal standing and there was no need for a trial. McIlroy and Nike emerged victorious in this battle and maintained their partnership. However, this was not the only controversy McIlroy faced. Shortly after this incident, McIlroy found a flaw in his contract with his former agent, Horizon Sports Management. He had signed an agreement that ensured 20% of his all off-the-course income would go to the management company. McIlroy realized they were taking excessive money from him. He decided to sue, claiming he was naive when he signed the contract and that an athlete of his stature should only pay no more than 7%. The company said they were confident about their position in the services they had provided to Rory. Rory left the company, saying that he would be starting his own sports management company. When this case was taken to court, they settled the issue. Rory paid his management firm almost $25 million plus costs, and the case was settled. Rory was again caught by his fans when he played golf with Trump in 2017. Trump invited Rory to play with him on his Trump International course in South Florida. It was a surreal experience for McIlroy. As his fans learned about it, they started hitting on him. President Donald Trump is often criticized for his polarizing politics and controversial statements. Critics believe McIlroy's actions showed that he supported the president by playing golf with him. McIlroy defended himself, saying that he was only there to play the game and it wasn't any kind of endorsement. Despite his statements, the backlash from fans continued. Rory's personal life has also been highly debated by his fans. In 2013, Rory and Caroline Wozniacki, a female tennis player, announced their engagement. It was a dream couple for many, and they were planning to get married a year later. The wedding was scheduled for May 2014, and invitations were sent out. But suddenly, things took a turn for the worse. Rory McIlroy announced that they were parting ways with each other and that he wasn't ready for it yet. If breaking up days before marriage wasn't controversial enough, everyone was shocked to hear how the breakup happened. Wozniacki said that McIlroy ended everything in just a short 3-minute phone call, and she had never heard from him again. She was very shocked, and she said she had expected a face-to-face conversation. This breakup was highly covered by media, and critics criticized him for his immaturity. Rory moved on from the breakup and soon married Erica Stoll. But in 2024, a shocking revelation was made by a news agency that their marriage was broken. And Rory's focus on his career might be the cause of ending this almost decade-long relationship. Critics again found a point to hold McIlroy accountable. But soon things turned again. The couple had sorted out their differences and wanted to give another go and continue their family together. Aside from facing huge controversies and being in the hands of critics for quite some time, Rory had an amazing career full of spectacular achievements. Let's take a look. On 18th of September 2007, Rory became a professional golf player. He played his first tournament at Quinn Direct British Masters. He shot a score of 290, finishing tied for 42nd place. He went on to play the Open de Madrid Valle Romano and finished 4th in that tournament. This earned him the tour card for the 2008 European Tour. Rory became the youngest affiliate member in history to earn a card for the European Tour. It was just the start, and he had already earned €255 in his first year. His 2008 European Tour began with the UBS Hong Kong Open, but he failed to make the one undercut. His best performance was at the European Masters in Crans-sur-Sierre, Switzerland. He finished tied for first place but couldn't turn it into a win and lost in the playoff. He completed the 2008 season with 6 top 10 finishes, ranked 79th in the world golf rankings. He finished the 2008 calendar year ranked 39th in the world rankings, and this earned him a spot in the 2009 Masters tournament. Rory's first professional win occurred at the Dubai Desert Classic in February 2009, which propelled him to the 16th spot in the official golf rankings. He was in excellent form and constantly aimed to improve. In April 2009, he made his major championship debut at the Masters tournament. He wasn't able to perform well and finished tied for 20th place. After a couple of tournaments, Rory made his first appearance at the Players' Championship, where he failed to make the cut. McIlroy returned to Europe and played solid games, finishing in the top 25, which earned him his spot in the U.S. Open. Although he was in great form, he failed to convert those performances into wins. When he played his first U.S. Open title, he shot a final round of 68 and finished tied for 10th place. McIlroy ended the year with top 10 rankings for the first time. That year, he announced that he would be playing on the PGA Tour in the following season. McIlroy began his 2010 season by finishing 3rd at the Abu Dhabi Golf Championship. Although he struggled to win tournaments early in the season, he achieved his first PGA Tour title in May. He scored 62 in the final round of the Quail Hollow Championship to win the tournament. With this victory, McIlroy became the first player since Tiger Woods to win a PGA event before turning 21. This earned him a 2-year tour exemption. Then, in July that year, he began the Open Championship at the Old Course at St. Andrews. He shot a score of 9 under par 63 and set a record for the lowest opening round in the history of the tournament. However, he couldn't win the tournament, and he finished 3rd. This performance moved him to the 7th spot in the world golf ranking. During the 2011 season, McIlroy played well in the Masters tournament, starting with a 7-under par 65 in the first round. He maintained strong scores of 69 and 70, leading the tournament by 4 strokes going into the final day. Unfortunately, he collapsed on the last day, scoring a historic worst round for any professional golfer, finishing with an 80 and placing 15th. In June, he competed in the U.S. Open at Congressional in Bethesda, Maryland, where he set a record by reaching 13 under par during the second round. He maintained this level of play throughout the tournament, finishing with a total score of 268 and an 8-stroke victory over runner-up Jason Day. This win made McIlroy the youngest U.S. Open champion since Bobby Jones in 1923. After his spectacular victory, he took a month off before returning to the Open Championship, where he struggled due to challenging weather conditions. He finished the year by winning the Lake Malaran Shanghai Master in the UBS Hong Kong Open. He started the next season well at the Abu Dhabi HSBC Golf Championship, finishing second after falling 1 stroke behind. He also competed in the Omega Dubai Desert Classic, finishing 4th. McIlroy then won the Honda Classic, shooting a final round of 69 and claiming his 3rd PGA Tour title. This amazing performance helped him push to the 1st spot in the world golf rankings and made him the youngest player to claim the spot. Rory went to play in the PGA Championship, which was held at Kiowa Island in South Carolina. He put a show out there, shooting a final round of 66 and winning the tournament by an 8-stroke victory margin. This victory made him the youngest player to win multiple major titles at just 22 years old. At the end of his regular season, he was in the 3rd spot in the FedEx Cup standings. He won the Deutsche Bank Championship in the playoffs, which took him to the top of the FedEx Cup standings. His success story continued as he won the BMW Championship the following week. Although he did not win the FedEx Cup, he topped the PGA Tour money list and became the first European to win 4 PGA Tour titles in a single season. Rory also helped his team secure 3 points and win the Ryder Cup with 14.5 points to 13.5 points. After the Ryder Cup, McIlroy set his sights on winning the race to Dubai, a 3rd-place finish at the Barclays Singapore Open, and a 2nd place at the BMW Masters, with only 2 titles left, meant he still could win it. Ultimately, he won the DP World Tour Championship, claiming the PGA Tour money title and the European Tour money title in the same year. Fans had high expectations from McIlroy in 2013. However, he struggled due to equipment changes after a contract with Nike. He failed to win tournaments, with his only win being the Emirates Australian Open. His 2013 season began with the Abu Dhabi HSBC Golf Championship. He played superbly, but got a 2-shot penalty that cost him the tournament. In July, he went to play the Open Championship at Royal Liverpool. There he beat the likes of Sergio Garcia and Ricky Fowler by 2 strokes to win the Open Championship. This was his 3rd major title, and he became the 3rd European player to accomplish this feat. Later that year, McIlroy competed in the PGA Championship at Valhalla in Louisville, Kentucky, where he won by just 1 shot over Phil Mickelson to claim his 4th major title. His amazing performance in the European Tour events helped him get the European Tour Player of the Year in 2014. In the following years, he continued to win several tour events, but couldn't capture any major titles, although he came close on multiple occasions. At 35, McIlroy still remains a competitive player, continuing to improve his game and hoping to add more titles to his career and solidify his legacy as one of the game's greats. I hope you enjoyed the story of Rory McIlroy. We will be uploading more stories about your favorite player in our coming videos. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on those. In the meantime, what's your favorite memory of Rory McIlroy? Let me know in the comments down below.